Singaporeans remember Minister Mentor Lee Kuan Yew.
We've got one little island, 600 square kilometers. You unwind this, you will not drop down on soft paddy fields. It's hard concrete, your bones are broken, and it's kaput. And if you want to know why I am tough, it's because I know what happens. I travel, and I'm not looking at the tourist sites. As they show me these things, I'm carrying on a quiet conversation. I said, look, by the way, how much are you paid? And you get behind the wrapping down to the skeleton, and you know that Singapore has only one chance, and that is to go up. Tighter, more discipline, up the ladder. You unwind this. These curtains for everybody. On that note, I wish you, I'm confident this is a good year, so I wish you a happy and a prosperous year. And I say, if you want many more such happy and prosperous years, just be as hard-headed, be as determined that you will not make foolish mistakes. You will not go for soft policies, as I have refused soft policies each time and each election. The future is in our hands. Seize it firmly. Make your children work. Make them the best possible workers possible. Not all will make it to the university, but even if they are carpenters, but they are good carpenters, you will have good houses, good furniture. This is a good and thriving country. Thank you.
I am nobody's stooge. I am not here to play somebody else's game. I have a few million people's lives to account for. And Singapore will survive.
Whole lifetime building this. And as long as I'm in charge, nobody's going to knock it down. And let there be no mistakes about this. Whoever governs Singapore must have that iron in him, or give it up. This is not a game of cards. This is your life and mine. I've spent a whole lifetime building this. And as long as I'm in charge, nobody's going to knock it down. 你若是要帮衬你的囡仔，伫学堂你若是甲伊讲方言、福建话也好、海南话也好、广东话也好，你是互伊搁较侪麻烦。你若是会通甲因讲普通话较好，甲因讲普通话。慢慢，互伊无需要用三个语言，普通话、华语还是普通话、英语甲家庭的方言，这是三个啊，无容易。5-6年前，小弟认为，过一个时期，伫安尼款的大日子，无需要讲福建话，会通讲普通话。但是看咱的少年人，特别是当兵的国民服役，30%是袂通讲普通话，袂通讲英语，是袂通讲新加坡的普通话、新加坡的福建话。这个是大问题，所以官员需要读福建话，可以学福建话。无军官甲伊个军袂通来往的，这个是艰苦了，大问题。所以希望父母常常记得，你要选择英文学堂， 和你嘅囡仔，你過嚟因甲伊嘅朋友常常講英語，還是普通話，莫講福建話，這個是大幫襯因。
Saya minta rakan saya Encik Lee Kuan Yew bagi sepatah dua cakapan. Itulah maksud persekutuan Malaysia. Kuasai negeri, dia kata itu penjajahan baru. Tapi kalau kaki tangannya sendiri, dia kata itu bagus, itu kemerdekaan yang bebas, dia kata. Merdeka Malaysia. Bersemangat sikit tuan-tuan. Kalau lemah begini, tak dapat merdeka Malaysia. Merdeka Malaysia. Terima kasih tuan-tuan.
The present generation below 35 has grown up used to high economic growth year after year. And they take security and success for granted. And because they believe that all is well, they are less willing to make sacrifices for the benefit of the others in society. And they are more concerned about their individual and family's welfare and success, not the community's or the society's well-being. But this is very dangerous, because things can go terribly wrong, terribly quickly. These people are simply not aware of Singapore's vulnerabilities. All they read about is that Singapore is either number 1 or number 2 as the most competitive country, number 1 or number 2 as a seaport or airport, or has number 1 or number 2 as the airline. And from time to time they complain that we are driving the people too hard, making life too stressful. So why not settle for number 3 or number 4 or number 5? Does it matter? My answer is, yes, it does matter. For if we are not near the top in competitiveness, there is no reason why we should have a seaport at all, or an airport, or an airline. A population base of 3 million, and you run a Boeing fleet that SIA has? There must be something special that made SIA what it is. Indeed, if we are not that something special, why should there be a separate independent Singapore in existence at all? And that is the awful simple truth. When I set out my Singapore dream, I was a young man of 20 plus, working with the unions from 1952, was for a democratic society, keen, vibrant, a united people, who, regardless of race, language, and religion, and those words mean very powerful forces at work. Don't believe it's just 3 words, race, language, and religion. They are deep emotional pulls that tugs you and makes you do things your common sense tells you should not be doing. A society based on justice and equality, which will achieve happiness, prosperity, and progress for the nation. "30 years ago, my colleagues, younger, more dreamy-eyed, settled the words of our pledge. We did not focus our eyes on our navels, or we would have missed that rainbow in the sky. We pursued it. And that was how we came to build today's Singapore. For the young, let me tell you, the sky has turned brighter There's a glorious rainbow that beckons those with the spirit of adventure. And there are rich findings at the end of that rainbow. To the young and to the not so old, I say, look at that horizon. Follow that rainbow. Go ride it. Not all will be rich. Quite a few will find a grain of gold. Dig it up.
You make profit into a dirty word and Singapore dies. Mr. Jayaratnam says we are obsessed with profits. I said yes. That's how Singapore survives. We have no profit. Who pays for all this? You make profit into a dirty word and Singapore dies. Mr. Jayaratnam says we are obsessed with profits. I said yes. That's how Singapore survives. We have no profit. Who pays for all this?
Thank you.
Hello. Hey, we come to the end already there. Have you pressed the button yet? Subscribe lah. Okay, thank you. Subscribe. And also press the button like. Yeah, very good. Thank you. And then have a nice day.